Hi there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Prestige Liquids. My name is Andrew, and as always it is fantastic to have you here with me again on another whiskey review video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me along my journey so far, and if you're new to the channel, then please make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification right now so that you can stay up to date with all future content. And this is some class content that you want to be keeping up with right now. So we are continuing on with day 4 of the Australian Whisky Advent Calendar by White Possum. So far we've had three samples out of this already, all of which I have been so fortunate that I haven't tried yet. They've all been new experiences for me, and I cannot wait to get into number 4 to see. Well, there we go. Now this is all falling apart. Let's just stick that back there. All right, so let's get on with sample number 4. Okay, awesome. Oh, have I tried this one? I think I have. Okay, so it looks like we've hit my first whiskey from this set that I have potentially already tried before. So this is from Bakery Hill Distillery. This is their double wood expression. I have covered a few other Bakery Hill whiskies before in the past, so I'll link the description for that I'll link the playlist in the description below, and I also have a playlist set up for this Advent Calendar series as well, so I'll add that link for the calendar playlist in the description as well. Now, as I've also been doing with these reviews so far, since I don't really have any other information about cask type and all that kind of thing, I will be putting all that information in the description below. So if you are after more of that type of whiskey nerd info, then make sure you check out the description and I'll provide that information for you. So again, another Aussie whiskey, and Bakery Hill is located in Victoria. So let's get on with this review. So on the nose, yeah, that's dense. That is a really nice nose on this at the moment. So what I'm getting at the moment is definitely characteristic of a fortified cask, possibly Apera or Australian sherry. Dried fruits, think raisins, pears, figs, dried apricots, peaches. I'm also getting a slight minty note coming from it. Bit of dark chocolate, leather. But I'm really enjoying that thick raisin note to it. Now the malt is starting to shine through. It's a nice, like, dusty cereal note. There's something else. Okay, so this is different. Now, I'm not sure if this is something that I had picked up maybe when I had first done this review, but it is always interesting to come back to things. I'm getting a bit of a tropical note now, so I'm getting a bit of like a pineapple acidity and also a touch of mango. That's definitely an interesting way for this to go. I wasn't expecting that at all. All right, let's move on to the palate and let's see what we get. So cheers. Sorry, I should have mentioned this is bottled at 46% ABV. Now, for a 46%er, this is very light, and it also has, say, quite a thin mouthfeel as well. There's not much viscosity to it, but it has a nice spiciness to it. I could be mistaken, but I'm also starting to get a bit of like a French oak pepperiness as well. So imagine like a nice white pepper. Those fortified notes that I was getting on the nose aren't really here on the palate. I'm getting more of typical orchard fruits, apples, pears. So the palate is more of a Speyside profile. Possible American Oak Ex-Bourbon cask. Again, I could be mistaken. I can't remember. That is something that I will have to look up on the website. And obviously I will be putting the correct information in the description down below. So what else? Bit of leather. Still a very light dark chocolate. It's not as prominent as what it was on the nose. I'm getting quite a bit of a decent amount of barrel char actually. So the oak influences are coming in really well. It has this nice soft woody flavor coming in. That's just really balancing in well with the malt. Again, this is one of those whiskies that's probably not going to absolutely blow your socks off, but it is still a very enjoyable whiskey nonetheless. I think anybody having a bottle of this on your shelf, or any, say, Bakery Hill products, at least the ones that I've tried anyway, you will not be disappointed by having them in your collection. They have been putting out some consistently good product. Again, at least from the ones that I've tried anyway. They have quite a big range. I haven't tried all of them, but the core range itself is actually really nice. The finish, again, soft, sweet, honey, vanilla, a little bit of ash. The barrel char influence I'm really enjoying on the finish as well. There's a bit of a caramel note coming through. Apples and pear notes, not so much, but again, you want variety in your flavor profiles. You don't always want to see the same flavors just coming through from beginning to end, unless those flavors just are absolutely fantastic, and that is the experience of the whiskey. But all in all, this one, a solid whiskey. The only thing that I wish for it would be that it had maybe a bit of a thicker mouthfeel, but again, that's that's neither here nor there. The actual flavor of the whiskey itself is actually really, really good. I think I'll leave it at there. I'll leave it at that. I don't really have too much more else to say about this. As I mentioned, I will link the playlist to my Bakery Hill reviews in the description below. And if you have not yet done so, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that way you can stay up to date with all future content. And you'll also be doing everybody a favor by helping to spread more awareness about these brilliant Aussie distilleries. They really do need as much attention as they can get, because really they are fantastic. So I'll leave it at that. My name is Andrew, and I shall see you all again on the next video. KIPPIS.